What's going on, visionaries? Welcome back to another video. Carly, say what's up, doggy. But we got some wood right over here in the back, as you can see, and the reason why we have that is because you guys have been talking about it and I've been trying to do it, is finally setting up a shade for the pool pond, and that board is going to help us put a tarp over it. A blue one kind of looks a little tacky, so we actually got like a green and black kind of camo tarp to put over the pool pond. So there is one more bad news about what just happened last video. So you know that I cleaned the entire pool pond, and that's why I want to get it all set up so that next time we put a fish in it, it's going to be perfect for them. So over here in the aquascape pond, I hate that this happens, but in fish keeping, sometimes you never know. The channel catfish died. He died this morning. He was doing fine for like an entire day. I tried to feed him. We just did a water change on this one. It was okay. But if you guys don't know, we had an infected catfish in that pond, so I drained it all, and then I moved this one in there to some clean water, and he ended up passing away. It sucks, but the other one was infected, so I had to move it. I had to move it to this pond. I acclimated it to this pond. He ended up being okay after that little shock. But let's just quickly check on the pool pond before we get started on this tarp. So as you can see, this is the pool pond. Nothing has changed. Again, just a little bit of physical grains of dirt that I can't actually get out of this pond. Insanely hard to. So this is why it's all fresh now. I've been scooping some of the leaves and stuff out. But we are actually trying to put, I think it's this board, or I think it's a different board actually, but we're gonna be screwing it to here and then to over there. And here's the tarp that we got right here. A camo 8x10, actually 10x12. So one corner is gonna attach to here, one corner is gonna attach to there, one corner is gonna attach over there. And then we actually bought some cement, and we're gonna cement a pole right in here that sticks up. And then that's the only corner that we actually have to do work on. Otherwise, the rest will just connect to the fence. So you visionaries saw actually a good amount of this last night, and me and my dad, and we just need to get like one of these poles right here. These poles we're gonna have to, I think, we're either gonna do that or like some sort of metal stake that can easily go in the ground, because we got like rocks under our soil. So basically, dig a hole, put a pole where I'm gonna show you in a quick sec, so you'll see the tarp. It's pretty much up already. And we're gonna put the hole, you'll see. So here we go. This is the pool pond. Now we got a camo tarp. Kind of blends in with the trees, kind of blends in with the wood. So what we did is, of course this is all open, but we got these little things that they screw right in. So we put those into the wood. We actually had to buy this 12-foot long board, and there's one there. One of those screws, there's one there. And then there's one over there, one there. We just, instead of just the corners, it's just, we have one in the middle. It kind of just makes it a little more tight, not as droopy. So this corner is hooked up to there for now, and it actually does provide a fair amount of shade. So especially in summer when this is all up, the heat of the air is just gonna like cook up the water a little bit, but the UV sun rays won't really do a whole lot. This is almost cool for now because it's winter and we're not gonna have a lot of algae growing, but there could be. So right here is where we need to put a stake of some sort, put it up like that, and then it's gonna connect there. So this whole thing will pretty much be covered. So I was trying to decide what I wanted to do also for today's video, and one of you guys actually suggested this in one of the live streams I've been doing a lot more recently. So if you guys want to go and check out the live streams, don't miss them. Sometimes YouTube fails to give you notifications, so go down and click the little notification button below, and that way you'll make sure. Sometimes YouTube won't even do it if you have it on, I've heard. But because eventually once a pond is done like recycling, the beneficial bacteria, biological media was still on. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking. We're building a bait tank because eventually we'll get a fish and I'll need to hold bait. Now, it's not as desirable or like looks as good. Whoa. Free pond pump right in here. Because it's not like clear, so it's hard to see in it. Let me see if there's another one. Now, I don't think we have really. There's one down there I can check out. Let's see. Decently solid. I mean, it's kind of warped a little bit, but I think it's tall enough. We could slap a filter on this bad boy. So just to kind of have it in a little
enclosed area, we can keep it over here on the side next to this bush.
And I will need an outlet available.
So I can borrow one of these. I gotta get rid of some of these cables. There's too many. There are way too many over here.
But first step in making a tank, make sure it's a little, high enough, but we gotta fill it up and then dechlorinate it, which we'll do right now.
All right, here we go. Want to make sure I don't get all of the cables wet. But there we go. Let me just wash it out for a quick sec. All right, it's gonna be a little rusty, but we can let this fill up. I'll be back when it's filled up. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. It's very dark right now. Honestly, it is pretty bright outside. I don't even know if you can see. It's only like 5, 6 o'clock, but it's dark for over here. And we're gonna tear this out. And as you can see, it has a fair amount of volume of water, and we'll put like a cover on this in case like any fish happen to want to jump out eventually.
Dechlorinator.
The chlorinator's in now.
So we got the water and everything. Our next step is actually going to be adding rocks into it. Our substrate, you can leave it bare bottom. It'd probably be good too. That way, if you happen to do like a water change, even though it's a bait tank. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to add some rocks that I have. It's going to be dark, so I'm going to save the rest of this build for tomorrow. And you will see the rocks added in tomorrow. So it'll be tomorrow in a few seconds. And we'll have rocks in it by then.
Good morning, Carly. Carly. Hey. Woof. Okay.
She doesn't care.
And the tarp came off again. That's nice.
That should be done soon, within the next day or two.
But we can fill this up. 3, 2, 1. All right, there we go. So it's all in here, all the rocks. Now we can find some sort of wood, just something that provides some sort of shade, maybe a plant. And with my experience of making fish caves, I'll have this. One more brick. And face it sideways like that. Have the other one like that. Come on, work for me, please. And we got this rock covering the top, and it makes a little fish cave like that. Pretty easy.
Now our next upcoming thing that we need is actually a filter, because we don't really have plants. When I get some more aquatic plants, I'll put some in there. But we got the wood and we got a fish cave, so that should be good enough for now. So let's grab the filter.
All right, I found this little pump. Let's see if this works. All right,
Let's get this piece of garbage out of here.
sorry, but you don't work. Now this,
I want to see how I can try this, see which way works cooler. It does stick. Let's see if just going up does anything. Hopefully it doesn't squirt me in the face. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. How much is it pushing out though? Well, I mean, it's doing a little something, so I'll keep that right there. Just for now, I don't really know exactly what it's doing. It looks like it's pumping something, but it doesn't actually feel like it. But my hand is now way too cold to want to stick that in that water again. So here it is.
so yeah, that's it. Wood, hide, filter, sort of. It's pushing something, but very lightly. But in all, this is a decent outdoor setup. You can get some wood. They can hang around, chill around that fish cave, and you can put some live plants in it when you want to.
But that should be good. I'm trying to hold off getting any big pond fish until maybe springtime, just till it gets maybe at least in the 70s during the day, not like 50 or 60, just so they're a little bit more active, because it's hard to hand feed and just train wild fish that I catch to want to put in my pond. It's hard to train them to eat when their system is so, it's not moving as fast because it's winter. So it's easier to feed them when they're all more active, which when it's warmer weather, they should be good at that. So guys, that's gonna be today's video. The Bible verse of the day is popping up right here. I like to share my faith with you guys, and this is an easy way where I can do it. Next video should be me and Pyro Toad reviewing your tanks. It should be the next video, don't worry guys. So all your tanks should be reviewed, unless we have just an insane amount that we realize we have. But the positive comment shout out is popping up right here. I like to give you guys a little shout out, and that's a little way I do it. So put down something positive in the comments, and you could be featured in my next video. So my name is David. This is Fish Visions. Find your vision and follow it. That's what we say here on this channel. Be a visionary today and subscribe. You're the visionary fam. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.